Trees are the best trading setup or one of the best. But let me show you why they are the best trading entry setups. Walk with me through this video. Let me show you something. When price gives you your normal SMC structure, that is your sweep, your break, that's your liquidity, then taps into your point of interest. Many times, or rather, there are some traders that will be skeptical if they should take this trade. Even if it has given confirmation, they'll still be skeptical. And it's very possible that this trade may hit your stop loss. That's where re-entering comes in. If you're the kind of trader that is scared of this kind of things, you're scared of stop loss, trust me, re-entry is the best trading method for you. Let me explain. Now, for a buy setup, this is a buy entry model for a re-entry. When taking your re-entry, observe this setup with me. Price will form lower highs, lower lows in the higher time frame. After reacting from an higher time frame point of interest, give this swing structure. The price taps into your POI and give you confirmation, but you refuse to buy here. Reason because you're skeptical about it. Now you're going to use the re-entry strategy. The re-entry strategy is for a bullish setup. Price should break the last lower or the last higher low that leads to price tagging your POI. Observe this. Since you're in a bullish setup, before price reach your POI, price will be forming lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. The price aggressively pushes up, clears the last lower high that pushed market into your point of interest. But instead of you buying here, you're going to use the re-entry method. And immediately price pushes above that lower high, it should give your liquidity. Your liquidity should be inside this break of structure. It shouldn't be up here like this. Your liquidity should be up here like this. This is wrong. This is not liquidity. It should be inside. And once price have given you your liquidity, what do you do next? You just take your order block. At this point, this is a very secure setup. It's even more accurate than the normal swing structure. I'm telling you the truth. So when you see this re-entry setup, it's a very good method to secure capital, and it has higher win rates than the normal swing structure types or any other strategy you trade. Once price is earning your POI that you usually trade, either your SMC, ICT, any of that. Once you see your re-entry is a sign that price respected that your POI. As you can see, price respected it and it's giving you another confirmation to buy. For this re-entry setup, you don't even need confirmation at the order block. Just place your buy or your sell limits there. Same thing for a sell. As you can see, when price tag into your POI, it aggressively pushes down to take the last higher low, pulls back inside, then you mark your order block here. Very easy. Let me show you some examples. I'm just going to show you two. I don't want the video to be long. And I have one here with BTC. I took this setup last week. As you can see, this is the textbook to picture method. BTC respected this point of interest, but I was skeptical. Why did I use re-entry method for this? I should have entered manually here, but I choose not to enter because price was forming lower highs and lower lows. I was skeptical. Maybe BTC will sell. Maybe this setup will fail, even if it gives me a confirmation. So I decided to use the re-entry method. I observe it. The last lower that pushed BTC into that point of interest was this. The market aggressively pushes it up, breaks this last lower, gives your liquidity inside, then immediately puts my entry here to take out the last lower high. That's a 3-hour trade. Very easy. Let me show you one for a CS setup. That's USD card. I did take this trade though. I just want to show you guys for understanding purposes. So observe this. Here in the trade, the re-entry, I did take the re-entry. It was the normal trade I took. So in this trade, for example, okay, USD card wants to sell from here. But I'm seeing higher highs and higher lows. I'm skeptical. Should I sell USD card? Instead, use your re-entry. The last higher low that pushed market into this point of interest, market aggressively dumped, clearing it. They pushed back and gave liquidity. They used this side as your point of interest for the next re-entry purposes. As you can see, market respects re-entry a lot. Continue respecting the break of structure, multiple breaks of structure, continue respecting it until you hit the TP. Re-entry is the best entry setup. That's the first re-entry. So in case you see any SMC types of structure, you just immediately just see it. If you're skeptical about taking the trade, just use the re-entry method. Just wait for a re-entry. And once the re-entry shows everything I just said in the video, breaks the last higher low or the last lower high aggressively with sharp displacement, then pulls back into that break of structure. That's your liquidity. Then just use that. Market is going to respect it. Because market has already showed that your swing structure is very valid. So that's just it. Like this, for example, I'm waiting for this structure, USD card currently. Let's say I want to use the re-entry method. Let me just clear this out. I want to use the re-entry method. I should wait for price to move in to my POI. Market will be forming highs and higher lows. You guess me? Highs, higher lows. Then dumps into the POI. Even if it gives me confirmation in this point of interest, I won't, sell. I have to wait for markets to cleanse it with sharp displacement, not small candles, big candles. Then push back into that break of structure, not around here, okay? Pull back into it, push it up again. Then you're going to use this side as your point of interest to clear it down. At this point, here will not be the protected low. No longer this overall SA. This overall SA is no longer going to be the protected low. Here will then be the protected low. Then you sell it to the extreme. That's just it. So if you like these videos, I have more setups coming up. I'm still going to drop a re-entry setup on my channel soon. TikTok or YouTube, I'm going to drop it there. So if I see a re-entry, I'm going to drop it. Thank you for watching this video. So do follow me for more. Thanks.